What's going on, y'all? About to check out a video from David Whackman. That's right. That's what we call David Pacman on this channel because he be acting wacko. Let's see this video. We go, guess what? Guess what he talking about in the video? Trump. That's what I don't even got to do no more of an intro. You already predicted what he about to be talking about, crying about, lying about, doing all types of craziness. I mean, dang. When you talk about somebody all day, every day, I'm going to have to start looking at you crazy. Now, if you talk about them once a day, whatever, it might be news. You doing like 8 videos a day about Trump, stacked on top each, you out your mind. Let's check this out. Don't forget to hit the like button and the hype button and subscribe if you haven't. Nastiness.
For time like this, over 11 years back to back, the change is really, really striking. Now, this is not an analysis of like, oh, Trump used to be honest, but now he lies, or I don't want to do any of that crap where I create like a...
David Whackman used to be a crier. He's still on here crying. Like, why is just like you all watered up, eyes watering, looking like you really was sitting there, should have been meditating, but about to spaz out. You having an asthma attack about Trump. Like, was he your favorite person on earth? Like, what's going on? You got a fake version of his hat in the background?
Fictional version of 20.
And mind you, I'm not even a Trump supporter necessarily because I don't vote. I know there's going to be a whole lot of people crying in the comment sections. I just think it's all a game that's meant to make us all hate each other and go after each other like football teams to distract us from what Big Brother's really doing.
2015 Trump, where he was reasonable and he was completely sharp mentally. He wasn't, but he was very, very different. And the early Trump seemed almost like he was present in the room. Stuff would happen and he would react to it in a normal way. He could tell a story that had a beginning, a middle, and an end, which he can't do anymore. The insults he would use a decade ago, they were...
This is a crazy analysis. Let me boost the quality. This is crazy. I'm telling you, he's acting like his biggest fan that got his feelings hurt. I've seen people do videos like this about Kanye West. The way you talk about Trump is like you mad that his last album wasn't as good as what it used to be.
Cruel, but they were sort of like more creative. He delivered them with more energy. The comedic timing was like marginally better. And there was a degree to which, especially looking back, I get why people found it both entertaining and also saw him as kind of charismatic in a way that might get them to consider voting for him if they fall for all the stuff that he was selling. And that gets me to my second point, which is 11 years ago, 10 and a half years ago, 11 years ago, Trump was selling something whose appeal I can understand, although I believe he was selling it with lies and incorrectly framing himself as the guy who can fix it. So like, for example, America...
Him saying this as he has books that he wrote that are hot garbage, claiming that he knows how to fix things, grifting his behind off. Like, that's insane to me. That sounds so crazy. This dude's a hypocrite.
Off, and Americans are getting ripped off. And we're getting ripped off because these politicians in power are idiots, and we need a brilliant outsider who will come in and fix it. And then you can see that the audience sort of started to train Trump as Trump trained the audience. Trump would go, we're going to build that wall. And it would get this big response. And so he would sort of get energy from it and say it again. They had lock her up. And eventually he started with the fake news, and attacking immigrants was working. And what Trump was able to do earlier in his political career was figure out which buttons produce applause. And the speeches kind of became a collection of pressing all those different buttons. This has kind of always been my view of Trump.
Like a politician? Where's the videos about all the liberal politicians doing this exact thing? Clinton, Biden, Obama. It's almost illegal to say his name.
which is that there's no deeply held political philosophy underneath any of it. If being pro-war is good, he'll do that.
Woke liberals treat Obama like he Lord Voldemort. Like you cannot say his name.
If being anti-war is good, from the point of view of optics, he'll do that. What Trump has always responded to is attention, praise, grievance, whatever benefits him personally. So then we get to the 2020 election, and the speeches were different. Before 2020, Trump was mostly telling supporters, I'm going to make you winners. After the 2020 election, the message changed to, I'm the victim here. You need to protect me. You need to donate because they stole it from me. And every single subject after the 2020 loss kind of led back to what was done to Trump. 2016, Trump didn't have the I'm the biggest victim, I'm the biggest martyr kind of narrative. There was a little bit of like, I didn't have to do this, I was living a good life, but not like I'm the most unfairly treated person.
You mean like how you and a bunch of liberals act? Yo, it's like he's in, what's the word for it? I was going to say maybe invisible to himself, but it's like he's a nincompoop. That's what it really is. I don't think he's playing. I was going to say he's playing stupid. I don't think he's playing. Also, I want to screenshot this for a thumbnail because boy, does this look funny as hell. That looks so funny. That looked mad funny.
After he started claiming the 2020 election was stolen from him, and prosecutors are persecuting me, and judges are corrupt, and Republicans even aren't necessarily defending me, and they're traitors. He started this whole, they are after me, but they're not just after me, they're also going after you. And what was really perfect about that is it turned Trump's personal problems into personal problems for his audience. So by the time that he got into this whole, I am your retribution phase, as we approach 2024, when I'm going to come back and I'm going to be your retribution. I feel like I have something very strange in my tooth. By that point,
you probably do. You probably do. Because you do your show in a way that, how do we say in the hood, half-ass. You do the bare minimum. You didn't even check your teeth. But I wasn't even looking. I don't be looking at your face that long or almost at all. Right? I hear the whimpering and see you like crying, about to do the waterworks. But I barely be paying attention to you like that to be seeing what's in your damn teeth or your mouth. Pause. Now I bet you can't say the same for Donald Trump. You can't. You can see so far into, never mind.
The movement was really organized around, these are his grievances, but we have to avenge those grievances. So now we're at today, 2026. How Trump looks and how Trump sounds today is completely different. And over the weekend, I looked through the speeches, 11 years compressed into 30, 40 minutes of clips. He looks swollen more than ever, regularly sweaty and exhausted, low energy.
Yo, what did I just say? I just said that, like, you be observing him so crazy. You talking about some energy levels. Whoa, dude. Do you got a shrine for Trump in your closet like Helga G. Pataki? When you sitting there like damn near praying to Trump?
Low stamina, seems difficult for him to even stand as long as he used to stand. He can't do the more animated performances that would carry him through speeches and rallies before. The language is really difficult to follow. And here there has been a big change. The stuff he does now, he'll tell one story, drift into the teleprompter, but then get distracted, retell an imaginary conversation, and then confuse a name and the timeline, and then eventually land on something unrelated. He always had a tendency to that, but it used to be out of being hyperbolic, whereas now it just seems like cognitive decline. Now, of course, I'm not diagnosing Trump.
Sound like
People who haven't examined him can't necessarily diagnose this.
Sound like you diagnosing the hell out of him right now, like you a doctor. This dude is a weirdo. Yeah, let's play the nasty song. I ain't play it for him yet. I feel like we need to for this guy. Play the nasty song.
Yeah, yeah.
You nasty fam, you nasty. You nasty fam, you nasty. You nasty fam, you nasty. You nasty fam, yeah. You know your name. You
Nasty work for sure.
Some things you can diagnose or sort of evaluate just by looking at video, but what we can all do is compare Trump today with the Trump of 10 years ago, and there's been this remarkable decline. Even as we've talked about over the last couple of days, and we'll continue to talk about.
Maybe I should do a video comparing David Wackman of today with David Wackman 10 years ago.
The bizarre AI-generated images that he's constantly posting to Truth Social, that fits into this too. Because a lot of those images straight up depict Trump as a king, a superhero, the Pope, Jesus, whatever. And what seems to happen is that as he has less control over reality, the fantasies he sort of has these proverbial wet dreams about become increasingly grandiose and outrageous. The early rallies really had some level of humor and what we might call more real excitement about the future, about whatever. Today, it's rage, self-pity, I'm the biggest victim, and this desire for revenge. The beginning of this was Trump promising, I'm going to make all of you feel like winners. And now it's all about trying to convince the audience he's never actually lost. This is a big change. Our interest in all of this is, of course, getting him out of power, getting Republicans out of power in November, and understanding this kind of evolution, for lack of a better term, so that we are better prepared to deal with what's coming in 2028. Do you agree with my analysis, the trajectory that I've kind of outlined? Do you disagree with it? Is it correct but not complete? Send me an email, info@davidpacman.com or
I don't want to send you an email. This dude's such a weirdo. I don't want to send you no email. I'll give my opinion out via reaction. But yeah, I think this guy's a clown. I think that he's obsessed. This is strange, extremely weird. But tell me what you guys think down in the comment section. Hit the hype button and subscribe. All that good stuff. It's crazy. Watch more videos too.